So are you one of those students who has taken the CIMA case study exam, specifically the operational case study exam, and not been able to do well? Or are you one of those students who's taken the CIMA exam for the first time and don't really know what to do? My name is Devansh, and I'm here to help you with the entire process, to show you some effective study methods, to point out easy ways you can do better on your CIMA case study approach so that you're guaranteed to pass. We are a CIMA registered tuition provider, and I lead all the discussions for operational, management, and strategic case study exams. So your studies are in good hands. The advice that we give is going to be well founded, and that is why we've been able to help the hundreds and thousands of students that have studied with us. The method is tried and tested. Let me show you the stages of it. Let me show you the breakdown of the same, and I'm just sure that you are going to find it very helpful. So let me start by giving you a brief on what the operational case study exam will be about, what the major areas will be about. And then I'll go on to discussing some score bands, if your score was between this and this, what you should do. That's coming towards the end for students that have already taken the exam. But first, let me address the common question, like when I'm taking the OCS exam, what should I study? What should I look at? What are the major areas? I'm going to keep this video brief so that it gives you insight into what you're supposed to study, and I'll also keep putting up links as to where you can access that study material and gain the best possible advantage of doing well on the exam. So the OCS exam gives a lot of importance on technical skills, which means learning your E1, P1 and F1 material, your writing skills, and your presentation of the answer. All three of these will be handled by us. It's something that we ask our students to extensively focus upon. Let's put it that way. Technical skills, we will explain to you, we will give you the material. Writing skills, we give you mock questions, as many as you need, and make discussions on the same. And your presentation obviously improves with every timed mock exam that you do with us. So we are going to give you 3 steps that you must focus upon to ace this case study exam. First step being to understand and simply, with full clarity, follow the pre-scene analysis, which means understanding the fictional company that has been given to us by CIMA itself. Now, CIMA says that for doing well on the case study exam, understanding your company is vital. We say the same, and for that, we help our students with an entire pre-scene analysis in a very interactive way, in a very easy way, and in a very detailed, broken down way, so that you don't miss on anything, so that you understand your company very well, and you understand key examinable scenarios as well. That's what my pre-scene does for all of our students. And as you can see on screen, we break down the pre-scene in our own way with images, with color, to make it easy for you, to make it more interactive for you. And we also highlight important syllabus areas that you should be focusing upon, that you shouldn't miss at all to do well on this exam. So the first step, be very clear about it, is to know the pre-scene in and out, for which we will give you an entire 2.5 hour explanation of the pre-scene analysis, which you can go through as many times as you want. And we'll also give you a PDF file of the pre-scene analysis so you can print it out, keep it with you. Our whole agenda is to make it easy and more flexible for our students to study and to reap the benefits of our methods. The second step of doing well on this exam is writing as many mock questions as possible. Without mock questions, you cannot have a good approach at this exam. And what I'm just trying to show you on screen right now with this flurry of images is that mock exams with us are exactly like the exam. The questions that we do are the same quality, the same level, the same standard you can expect in the exam, and all of them are timed on my exam portal. So these are screenshots of my exam portal where students take their exams and submit them under timed conditions. Each question is marked, checked, corrected personally by the team, and we send it out to students with personalized suggestions on how they can improve going forward. So the second step is writing as many mocks as possible. First step, getting to know the pre-scene. Second step, from the very onset, Be in a mind frame that you're ready to take as many mocks as possible. That is very important. I'm just giving you the important areas that you should focus upon, and these areas cannot be compromised on. You cannot make any ifs and buts with these areas, because then if you've done these two areas to start with, you've automatically increased your chances of passing the exam and moving towards a guaranteed pass, like I have mentioned before. The third step to your operational case study exam is focusing on getting your technical knowledge sorted out, which means E1, P1, and F1 should be absolutely clear, but P1 is our priority. What you can see on screen right now is just a sample of our mind maps, as we call it, that we have available for E1 specifically. These mind maps make your study very, very straightforward, very, very easy, because they break down the entire syllabus into one page revision or one page focus areas that you can simply look at, that you can simply learn from, and you can simply revise from, because the case study exam doesn't need any mugging up, it doesn't need any learning from the textbook and all of that. That is why we give you our notes, and that is why we create these extra documents to make your study easy. So as I mentioned, we are going to give you study notes, but we also do video recorded explanations for each part of E1, P1, and F1 in a case study perspective, showcasing to you the important aspects of this case study exam, showcasing to you the technical ability that you must develop in terms of topic knowledge, because only then you'll be able to apply it to the case study perspective, right? So in quick 20 to 22 hours, we help you revise the entire syllabus, which is E1, P1, and F1 in a case study perspective as part of our tutors' video recorded explanations. These videos are made by my tutors who have qualified CIMA and who have worldwide ranks in CIMA as well. We have chosen them with a lot of care, and we make sure that it delivers absolute quality in terms of your understanding. So we help you with study notes as well as with video recorded explanations for each part, so that you can continue your revision in the background at your own speed on demand, while you also study the case study perspective with me. I want to share an interesting update and something new that we've tried this time around. Might be a bit funny to see me 2 times in the same video, as you can see on your screen, but it's just to showcase to you and drive a point to you which I'm coming to. So what we did for operational case study exam students was we created an extra set of explanations before students choose to sign up with us, before students choose to, go ahead with their study with us. We're increasing and consistently changing the method of our teaching and learning. We want more people to be engaged in the management accounting field, management accounting background, and that is why specifically for people who are starting their journey in the management accounting field, like you are at the operational level case study, or anybody who is just starting to get used to the management accounting perspective, or developing an understanding of what management accounting is, we have created a beginner's course that will help you take the operational case study exam with more practical knowledge, with more practical experiences, along with our case study explanations that we give you. So we've created a 1 hour short class on Skillshare. Now Skillshare is a very experienced and very well backed, very well founded, very well run website where you can, search from thousands of videos and gain a lot of knowledge, gain a lot of understanding on certain aspects. We decided to create a short course on this platform to give you utmost experience and utmost flexibility in terms of learning, as explanations which are created by me in a very summarized way, but in a very management specific way that will help you for this operational case study exam. If you have a Skillshare membership, you will be able to view this course. Just go on there and type management accounting, my course will come up. Secondly, if you're looking to take a Skillshare membership, it's quite cheap. You'll get a 30% off if you sign up using the link we will put in the description below. You just simply need to try it out. It's something that will add and enrich your learning experience, something extra that we have done. And we are only doing it specifically for entry-level management accounting students, which is your stage as well as part of the operational case study exam. So it's a very interactive course. I hope you'll try it out. We'll leave the link in the description below. As I come to the end of this video, I want to speak about the score bands that I had mentioned at the beginning of the video. First and foremost, we do score analysis or result analysis for all of the students that are studying for CIMA. Our email is in the description box below. Just send us an email saying that you want your past CIMA exam score to be evaluated. One of our experts will evaluate your score for you, showcase you what you must focus upon as you move towards your next case study exam. Our goal is to help as many students as we can, so we'll do it absolutely free for you. The email is in the description below. Just write us an email saying that you want your result to be evaluated, and we'll happily help you with the same. Coming to the score bands now. So if you are a student who has taken the exam and you got a score of about 70 plus, and you need an 80 out of 150 to pass, and if you got a 70 plus, I can understand that you prepared well, that you know what this exam is, but certain topics or certain questions in the exam threw you off, you couldn't pass. What I will ask these category of students to do is extensively focus on mock writing. That has to be one solution that will definitely help you pass this exam. If you're a student that scored 55 to 70, in that range, I will say that the core areas which CIMA has identified, that you can see on your screen, the I can statements or the blueprint areas that CIMA has identified for the operational case study exam are 6 in number: A, B, C, D, E, and F. You need to identify which core area or which core activity you did not do well on. There will be 2 or 3 areas that you did not do well on. Those areas need to be identified. You need to rush back to your E1, P1 and F1 syllabus. If you're studying with us, obviously we'll give you the material, but if not, you need to rush back to those areas, revise them carefully, study them carefully, because these core areas or I can statements are simply syllabus areas from E1, P1 and F1. Identify the same, study the same, understand what your mistakes were, and then taking mock questions is vital. Whatever stage you are in, if you have not passed the exam, one of the major reasons will be you have not taken enough mock questions. So below 70, identify which core areas you didn't do well on and take mock questions. Above 70, specifically focus on mock questions because you'll automatically cover important topics and develop your skills. Below 55, I will say, is a student that has not understood the fundamentals of this exam. You need to start from zero. You need to start from scratch. You need to start from the very beginning, and I would recommend to sign up to one of our courses so that you have a structured pattern of study. Obviously, we will make you do as many mock questions as possible to develop your confidence. So what I'm trying to tell you through this video is, let me just sum it up for you. First, you focus on your E1, P1 and F1 revision. Material comes from us. You simply have to follow. Second, pre-scene analysis. Material comes from us. You simply have to follow. Third, writing as many mock questions as possible. Material comes from us. As a free service, we will analyze as many student scores as you can send us. So whoever is watching this video, if you feel that you need your scores to be evaluated, please send them to us via email. We will give you a detailed suggestion of what you can follow. What you see on screen is just a video representation of our I can statement explanations, which are one of a kind, which no other tuition provider does, and we are here to help students ace this exam. If you follow these pattern and this method that I have laid down, you are guaranteed to success. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I hope to see you on the other side. Thank you for being here.